Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we're going to be doing a full solo playthrough of My Little Pony Adventures in Equestria. This is the newest deck building game from Renegade Games Studios, obviously using the My Little Pony IP. And I have put out a video on how to set up and play the game, so I'm not really going to cover that in detail here now. If you're interested in that video, you can check it out, popping up in the upper right corner at the moment. So just brief overview here. We have gone with a level 1, 2, and 3 hurdle cards, a level 2 challenge cards, and no situation cards. So basically this is what they would call a kind of standard game, especially for beginners. I'm playing as Rainbow Dash. And again, when you play solo, you're just a single horse, but everything here you count as 2 horses. So that is good for like cloud coverage, but it's also means you have to come up with more sugar cubes, for example. So our first one here, para sprites, we have to come up with basically 2 green sugar cubes. We are going to go ahead and get started here. Just very quickly, for those of you familiar with the deck building game, you're utilizing these symbols up here to purchase cards. What's unique about this is that all of these symbols could purchase cards. So here you have a movement purchase, here you have a info purchase and a help purchase. So we are going to go ahead and play out our starting hand here. So that's 4 and 5, and I'm going to take Tank here. Tank is an ally and a pet. Pet may come up in other ways, but Tank is, I guess, Rainbow Dash's pet in the show. I'm not that familiar with the show. My daughter watches it all the time, but this is one that I definitely want to pick up because I'm Rainbow Dash. So we're going to place that in our discard pile. Then I've got 2 movement here I have not spent and 2 books. Now I don't refill this until the end of my turn, and so I don't have a whole lot I can do. I could pay my 2 books to remove a card from my discard pile. I certainly don't want to do that at the moment. I could spend my 2 movements to move to any of these locations, but I can't really do anything at these other locations. So, and this top one here, I would need another sugar cube. So I think I'm going to look back over here and just purchase another better card to go into my deck. So I spent my 2 movement here, which is represented here by this symbol, to purchase this card. I don't have anything I can do with the 2 books. So basically all of these now go to my discard pile, and I draw up 5 more. All right. So at the beginning of your turn, you're going to push, or you're going to push everything over and refill. So I know I don't have a complete row here, but basically this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So imagine these here at the bottom would be at the end of the line. If there's ever a point where I don't purchase something from the row, the end card here, card number 6, will be removed, placed into a discard pile, and everything will shift down and I'll refill. So there is at no point where the market will be completely stagnant. Also, technically this was supposed to be at the end of my turn here. So if you're playing multiplayer, I should have done this before refilling the row, but I have to add cloud coverage here. I have to add a cloud to the current hurdle. You can see here my cloud limit is 2 per pony, so I'm playing as 2 ponies technically. So that's 4 plus 2 is 6. So if this ever reaches 6 clouds on it, I do the setback, and then I start filling in the cloud coverage on the final challenge. If the final challenge ever reaches its cloud coverage, which for us would be 9, we lose the game. So that's that. All right. Other than that, we are good to go. Okay. So see this one, this pet would ideally want to go to Pinkie Pie. Now you can still purchase it for the help, which isn't bad. This is a really nice card though here. I don't think I have. Basically I have 2 movement. I know this is really hard to see and I've complained about this several times, but that is 2 movement symbols and 3 help symbols, or horseshoes as I'll probably call them. So, there's nothing up here I can afford with that. So, I cannot purchase anything. So this artifact's going to be disappearing. And with the 3 help, there's nothing here I can do, but I can go ahead and pay 3 help to gain a +2, +2, or +2. So let's see. I am wanting to eventually go over here. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to do this task where I'm essentially paying these 3, and I'm going to choose a +2 info token here. So here's my token. I'm just going to set this off to the side. I really have nothing I can do with my 2 movement, but ideally I want to be over here to purchase a green sugar cube. So I'm going to go ahead and spend my 2 movement. The cost is up here in the corner to go ahead and move. That way, if I don't get the movement next turn, I'm not stuck here in Ponyville Town Square. These tasks here can be repeated throughout the game. These tasks are always going to be available. I can only do each one once per turn, however. These, on all these other locations, as soon as I complete them, hopefully in this next turn, I'll have to put a check mark on that one right there, and that will no longer be available. And once I've completed all 3 tasks at this location, this one will go away and a new location will become available. So yeah, that's pretty much all we can do. I'm going to go ahead and discard my hand. I'm going to add a cloud to the thing here. This is feels very similar to like Marvel Champions, if you played that from Fantasy Flight Games, where you're adding progress tokens to the kind of scenario at the moment, and when it reaches, it pushes on to the next one or you lose. Except in this one, if you reach your limit, it doesn't push on to the next one, it just pushes over to the final challenge. All right, at the beginning of, I guess technically, your turn should end with you drawing cards, because there are times where you could provide a card to another player, but 2, 3, 4, 5. Since I'm playing solo, it's just me. All right, so this card is going to push. These are all going to push down, and we will refill right here, and we're good to go. So let's see what we got here. Any of our new cards? No, all starters, unfortunately. So we did get our 2 movement we needed, but we're Rainbow Dash, so we have a lot of inherent movement. And so I've got 2 books here, and I've got +2 here. So if I want to do this, pay 3 books to have target player gain 1 green sugar cube, I have to spend all of this. I don't get any change, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. Here's my green sugar cube. I have 2 movement. Now, again, I'm going to put this right there and cover that up so that I know that that task cannot be completed anymore. All right, so I could spend movement to move elsewhere. I'm not getting a whole lot out of this location. Again, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This, so a color that you have none of. So that might be worth it. Is there anything I want to purchase up here? This one is interesting because it doesn't really do much, but it gives you a pink sugar cube on your turn. You may drop some beats to have target player draw 1 card. Can't purchase that, or the pet. I don't really want that pet. So it's really just, do I want to purchase these 2 cards, or do I want to spend my movement to move over here and gain a sugar cube that I don't have a color of? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend my movement to push over here and take that action, and we'll just take a blue one. All right, and so I've now done this action. All right, and that's basically it. We're still going to be putting stuff on the hurdle. Unfortunately, I didn't purchase anything, so this Sonic Rainbow is going to go away, and these all go away. I draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we got to put a cloud over here. go. And now at the start of our next turn, this comes out, all this pushes over. All right, and we're on to another turn. So let's see here. Now I can go up here. Let's see, do I have 2? I do have 2. So I can make my way back here to Ponyville Town Square, although I don't, look at this, I don't have any movement. So I'm stuck in the carousel, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, I've got 6, so that's not gonna get me there. So yeah, not a whole lot I can do except look up here to see if there's anything I can purchase from the row. Each player at your location draws a card. Okay, 6. 6 is a pretty good amount. And 2, can't purchase that one. I really do like this card here, this action card, Pinky Sense. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Yep. Although that one's getting me movement. I seem to be stuck on movement, but yeah, let's go ahead and purchase this card. All right, can't do anything else with our hand. So we are gonna need to shuffle up and draw. Now, at any point I can use Rainbow Dash's special ability, but I have to pay 3 horseshoes, and I only had 2 remaining that time, 3 help. So couldn't quite do her. I did want that card. All right, 1, 2, 3. These are gonna push. Oh, there's another Pinky Sense, and I'm gonna put another token on here. So we're up to 4 out of 6. That's not great. I need some movement to get up here and then take on that final challenge. Okay, so there's our movement that we need. Unfortunately, I can't call my deck again, but we've got this. So I need just 1 movement to move back into Ponyville. All right, so I've spent this movement. Then I'm gonna spend this movement and 1 sugar cube from my supply. So I'm gonna spend the blue one to gain a green one, because we're looking for green. All right, then I've got 3 here. So, but I'm gonna wait, all right? I have not, all I have done is play these 2 cards. So at this point, I'm going to attempt the final challenge before it reaches its cloud limit. When you attempt the final challenge, you can no longer do things like purchase cards. You can no longer do tasks down here. You basically are taking on the final challenge, but you do want to kind of hold some cards in reserve, and you'll see why. So you don't have to travel here or anything like that. I do have the 2 that I need, but you can see here it says then flip 1 hurdle for its added chaos. So I have all the other hurdle cards that I didn't use shuffled up, and I'm gonna flip them over, and I'm looking just at this symbol right here. So let's see what we get. And this one is +1 sugar cube per pony, which would have been 2 more sugar cubes. So, oi! I was hoping it would have been a symbol like this one. So this just gets discarded. I have failed, which there is no penalty for failing. So I'm fine. Unfortunately, I just lose these cards. I don't get to spend this on anything, and my turn is done. So yeah, that's that, which is disappointing. So at the end of my turn, draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, I need some more sugar cubes. We're going to trade these 4 in. Put these up here. Slide them off. 4, 5, a spot. And I did not purchase anything, so this ally goes away. And there we go. Blue skies. Okay, I do like these ones that just give you sugar cubes, and they're not that expensive either. Okay, so essentially, I need to complete this one on this next challenge, or I get the setback. What's nice though is that I don't lose my green sugar cubes. I didn't have to like spend them, and now I have to go get them back. So, All right. Let's see here. I've got a lot of stuff in my hands. Pet Rainbow Dash may gain a +2 token. So let's go ahead and take that. And he's getting me 3 stuff. So I could spend that to gain a horseshoe token. So I think that's what I'm going to do. All right. So I'm going to spend 3 to gain, let's do a book, maybe? I did like that book token. It came in handy. Okay. I don't have any movement in my hand. But I've got 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. So as long as those are, it's a symbol chaos and not a sugar cube chaos, I should be okay. Do I risk taking these in with me and pay 2 to remove from the game? I could, you know, essentially spend all 4 of these before I go in to like purchase that one or this one and hope that it's one of these 2. And see, this is an instance where if I flipped over the Chaos card, my other teammates, this is where I feel like solo is really hard. My other teammates could give up a card from their hand to produce said symbols. But when I play mine down, I'm basically done. So I'm going to risk it. I really need to start improving my deck. So I'm going to spend those 4. All right, now at this point, I claim I'm going to overcome the final challenge. I put away all my cards. I don't have any cards in hand. I just have these 2 tokens and the 2 green cubes I know I need. And then we're going to flip over this card. Frickin' +1 sugar cube per horse again. All right, so we have failed. These come back into our supply. We are now going to put the 6th and final one. So the setback is reveal the top 10 cards of the adventure deck, shuffle any situations you find back into the deck, discard the rest. So I don't have any here, so we're just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That's fine. I'm not even gonna look at them. All right, but now at the end of every other turn, the cloud coverage is gonna go on here. So, not a great start. Solo mode is difficult in this game. It almost would be better to play two-handed, in my opinion. Which I do often in deck builders. It's not a problem. You know, it's not too left brain, right brain, things like that. Okay. So, I'm just going to go ahead and do that right there. All right, there's nothing else really that that card can do. All right, unfortunately, I need one more. I have this, but I almost feel like I've used up all the +1 sugar cube tokens. I've got lots of movement. I could get over there. Pay 1 sugar cube to remove up to 2 cards from your discard. Pay 8. I don't have that. Pay 2 to draw a card, but then pay 8. Pay 1 sugar cube to gain a +2 token and draw a card. None of these are really that great. I just need the ability to gain another sugar cube, and I'm just not getting there without spending this token. I mean, I could just... I almost feel like I've got it, but... Ugh. So if I go over here, I'd have to spend this 2 movement, 1 horseshoe, because if it's anything other than, even if it's horseshoes, I'm toast. And this is pay 3. I only have 1. Gosh. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna spend my 2 movement here, and then I'm gonna spend 2 here and this token to gain 1 blue. All right, that's fine. And then these are essentially wasted, but it's not hurting me to attempt this final challenge. So all of these cards go over here. I have these symbols, which are not going to help, because more than likely it's that. So yeah, let's just give it a whirl. We're going to attempt the final challenge, and it is +2 horseshoes per player, which we don't have. So there's one, and I didn't even have another one in my deck. So yeah, once again, we are... Now, luckily, the setback only happens once, but now we're going to start piling up over there, so that's not good. But once we complete this one, we can remove one from the final challenge. So, all right, this card is wasted, and this card goes away. All right. So let's see what we got. Oh, and I did, what did I do here? I did this one. I need to put a check mark on this one. All right, I feel like I need to freshen up my locations here. So pay 1 sugar cube to remove up to 2 cards from your discard pile. That's not bad. Pay 8. I don't have 8. I've got 5. And 2. I have no movement. But this would be a good way to start culling from my deck. So, let's see. 5. Is there anything up here that I want to purchase for 5? I'm 1 short of getting this nice artifact. This would get me a thing, which would be nice. Could spend this to move. 3, then I would have that and that. Maybe we'll do that. All right. So I'm going to spend this to move back over here to Ponyville. Oh no, no, that wouldn't work. Hold on, no, I don't want to do that. I have exactly 4 that I need. Question is, do I want to start culling my deck? I feel like I could do it now. I have 2 horseshoes there, 2 books there, 2 here, extra sugar cubes. I don't know what else the chaos thing could throw at me. So, is there 3 that I want to spend? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do, here's 3, 1, 2, 3. To take DJ Pawn 3. All right. Take her, and now I've got all this stuff. I feel like there's no way I can fail at this hurdle, right? +1 sugar cube per pony. Okay, so unfortunately I have to give up all my sugar cubes. That's fine. I have completed, however, this. My reward is to remove 1 from here. Check. And this goes, I believe, just into the discard pile, because we may see it later. Luckily now, well, unfortunately I don't get to spend these on anything. I do get to keep this. Since there's not an active hurdle face up, I don't have to put a cloud out. That's like the benefit of finishing off a hurdle. So I've done all of that. I need to 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like my deck isn't that big to be culling, needing to cull it, but I got a lot of weak cards. Okay, 5. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Now at the beginning of the next player's turn, which is mine, we flip this over. All right, so I need pink, 4 essentially. Yeah, pretty straightforward here. All right, so let's see what we can do. I've got, each player at your location draws 1 card. All right, so we're gonna do that. because I am at my location. Pay 1 sugar cube. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, I have 6 help, which is not getting me there, but it is getting me up here. So what I think we're going to do here now is spend 1. So I played this card down to move over here, and then I'm going to pay 2, which I'm getting from this card, to draw a card. So I need a little check mark here. There we go. And see what we get here. Okay, 2 books. That's not helpful. So again, I have 6 here and 2 books. I wanted 2 more help. I don't have any more movement, so I can't really go anywhere else. I could buy this one, which just keeps getting me sugar cubes, which at the end of the day I can pretty easily go up here and swap out. This one's okay, but I really don't feel like it's that worth it. I would love the one that allows you to draw an extra card. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to purchase this one, and I technically have this left, but I don't have anywhere close to... Ooh, I do have this, so I could... Can't do that. Pay 1 sugar cube, can't do that. +2 to remove. Maybe we do that. +2. I'm wondering if that's worth it. Yeah. Oh, but technically this was the only one in my discard pile. I shouldn't have put these in my discard pile yet. So complete waste. That's a shame. All right. So draw new cards. 3, 4, 5. Put a cloud up. So this one is just 5. Push these over. This is a nice little card here. Just noticing that one. All right, and what do we got here? Okay. So I need pink. I only have 1, 2, 3. I got 3 movement, 2 stuff here. So I think what I'm going to do is spend 1 to move up here. I will spend, because I really want to be able to acquire this card here. Either one of these cards. So I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 to gain a +2 book token. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and pay my 2 book tokens here to cull a card from my discard pile. There we go. And that's basically it. Yeah. All right. I've yet to use her starting ability here. All right. 2, cloud up. Nothing was purchased, so this goes over here. And we push. All right. 2 pink ones. Am I getting a pink? Ooh, there we go. Look at that. There's my 2 pink ones right there. Boom and boom. 1 and 2. All right. All right. So these both say target player and player at your location. So that's 2 card draws. I put these down wrong. Yeah, I don't need to shuffle them. All right, so here's my 2 cards. And I haven't spent these symbols yet, so lots of stuff going on here. And Rainbow Dash may gain a +2 token. All right. All right. So the question is, do I think that these are going to be cubes? I may go for it here. I've technically spent all of these cards, so I cannot use these symbols anymore. So I might as well use these to the best of my ability. I've got 4, 6. I want to save these though. I do also want to get one of these two right here. So maybe we're not quite ready. Pay 1 sugar cube to draw a +2 book and draw a card. I need some more help icons. This one's nice. Gain a +2 token for 3 help. All right. So I'm going to spend this 3 here to purchase this card. Now I have 1, 2, 3 left over. Question is, do I want to? I could probably wait. I think we're going to go for it. I don't have anything really to spend this movement on, or that one on. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna take on this evil Enchantress, level 2 one, and we just flip over 1 hurdle. So here's my 2 pink, and +1 per player. I do have this. I can spend this card for that amount. Beautiful. I got to turn in my pink cubes. This card is just lost, but that's fine too. The active player gains 1 and 1, so give me my pink cube back. Beautiful. And these go away, and that was a lot easier than the first ones. All right, we're doing pretty good here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You may move to any location. Ooh, okay. And flip this over. Ooh, just 2 per player. That's not very many at all, so that's 4. So the amount of cloud coverage it can accept is, and this is each player must contribute 2, so I need 4 blues, and here's 6 pinks. So yeah, I need to get going on these ones here. All right. So, unfortunately, what I need is, okay. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4 is not getting me anywhere. 2 movement, 3 movement isn't getting me anywhere. Nobody up here I can purchase with movement, but what I'm going to do is do this task to spend 3 to gain a +2 token of my choice. I'm going to purchase this one, and then I'm going to overspend a little. That's fine. Do purchase this card. It's got our self-portrait on it. And so these are spent. Now I have 3 movement and 1 help that I can't do much with. I could pay this 1 movement to turn this blue sugar cube into a pink one, but I'm going to need blue eventually. If I had a green one, that would be a great way to change that up. So yeah, there's really not a whole lot else to do here, unfortunately. Yep. All right. So this one goes here. 2, 3. Okay. There's another pinky sense. We do like those. We're going to focus on this one right now. All right. There's 2. I can get another +2 token. I guess there's no limit to the amount of these tokens I can have. So I got a ton of movement. Nothing to spend my movement on. But I can use him to purchase another +2 book token. So I'm going to do that task again. Now I'm going to use this card and this one to purchase this one. Or no, should it be this one? I think we're going to do this one. Because once we're done with the pink, I guess we can change the pink over. So should it be this one? No, this one has a book. So let's do that one. Okay, so I've used all of these symbols now. I basically have 1 more horseshoe and 2 movement, which is not helpful in any way, shape, or form. I don't know, maybe I should be culling my cards more. I haven't really figured out what the strategy to the game is yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Especially in solo mode. Alright. Here we go. Give me a blue token. Alright. And then we've got 4 help, 5, and 2 movement. Man, maybe I should purchase a help token to be able to come down here and do some of these. For each pet you control, star you control. I've got 1 moon here. So maybe that's what needs to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 movement. Oops. Because I really need a new location. That's the long and short of it here. This is helpful. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to pay 3 to gain +2 horseshoe token, and we'll spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I don't have 6. What did I want 6 for? So these are spent now. All I have left is this. I mean, I'm almost tempted to spend this just to get this to gain 2 sugar cubes. Oh, but I can't do that because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. But I could spend this to get this one. No, let's save it. Ugh, I feel like I'm not doing anything on my turns here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This goes away. Number 3 comes up here, and we start again. All right, gain a +2 book token. I like that. All right, and a pink one. I like that. I need 6 though. Maybe I do need to start transforming these. Here's my 2 card draws again, with movement. But so there's another pink cube. I don't remember if these are supposed to be 5 or 3, but I'm going to say that's a 3, just to make my life easier. All right, and then I've got all of these symbols here. So 2 books, only 2 help, 1, 2, 3 movement, I can't even pay my 3 without doing that. I could purchase this card, but I really don't need movement. I got so many movement tokens over here. Pay 2 books to remove 1 card from your discard pile from the game. I think we are going to do that. This won't allow me to move to any location. Again, I don't need the movement, so we're just going to remove another helpful town pony. No. Good clean race. That's what we're going to remove. So we removed 1, did that. I guess I'll spend a movement to turn this into a pink 1. So we're at 4 now. And I can't do the bottom one, so I can't do anything else. All right, so setback is add 1 to the final challenge for each location in the discard pile. I actually don't have any locations in the discard pile, which is good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my 5 cards. This one is full, and I don't have to put anything on, but this one's going to start filling up again. This card goes away. There we go. All right. Okay. So there's another pink one. So that's good. We're 1 away. Drop some beats. I may draw a card. I can draw another card. All right. Tons of movement. And only 1, 2, 3, 4. This would make 6. Maybe that ally. I could pay to turn this into, yeah, so there's 1 movement. So let's do that, and let's try and take on this final challenge over here. So I've got a ton of +2s. I've already spent these 2 cards. But let's go ahead and spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to purchase this before we do it. All right. So I technically have this one, but I really don't think I'm going to need it. And I just, as long as this one is an add sugar cubes, and it's +1, so I got that for days. There we go. Boom. All right, so this one is defeated. The active player gains 2 sugar cubes. I'm definitely gaining 2 blue sugar cubes. All right, so this one is flipped over, which means we don't have to be adding anything to this, and this is now our focus. We did buy a card. So, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not doing so bad here. Okay, each player must contribute 2 blue, and then I need a ton of these tokens, I feel like. So let's get some tokens. Here is a gain a +2 book token. Bonus. All right. What else can we get here? Here is a blue cube. Very nice. All right. What can we do here? What can we do here? Nothing really. These cards are pretty much spent. Gain 1 sugar cube of a color that you have none of. So we'll just get a pink back. And I have no movement. How do I not have any movement? And then I have 3 and 1 book. 1, 2, 3. I guess we're going to go with this one. So there's my 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And or should I just pay it to get that token? No, this card's permanently in my thing now. I could pay one of these to remove a card from my deck. Again, I don't have any movement to interchange this one. No, I kind of want to have 2 of each. So maybe I should because I really only need one more of these. So instead of buying this one, I'm going to retcon that, or whatever it's called, to simply get one of the tokens I need. There we go. All right. So now I feel like I am pretty well set up to take on 2 chaos tokens as soon as I can flip that over. So I'm feeling pretty good about where we are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. It was destiny. All right, so we are going to put one there. We did not purchase anything, so this all shifts. I do like this aspect of, you know, not constantly changing. Ooh, okay. Market row, but right. So here we go. Here's a pink one. Ooh, I should probably have some extra cubes on hand before I start. But I guess it wouldn't hurt. So Rainbow Dash gets a +2 token. There's that. All right. And that's 3. So let's spend this and a sugar cube. Turn it into a blue. So now I have my 4. I want at least another set, at least one more sugar cube. There's 4 and 4. I mean, I guess we'll purchase this one because we're about to shuffle, and this one. Yeah. All right. So this now goes up here. If we reach 3 cloud cover, you can see that the 3+ says situations cost +2 to resolve. We're not playing with situations, so. But if we were to ever get to 8, which is 1 away from us losing, at the end of your turn, discard all cards in the adventure row with info, books, as books or movement costs. So I don't really know what that would do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's see if we can do this here. Everything pushes down. Cloud punching. You may return 1 sugar cube to the supplied room. That's not bad. All right, let's see here. Okay, gain 1 sugar cube of a color you have none of. All right, I just realized that this one, now that I have 1 of each color, is not super helpful. All right, I've got, do I want to play this? Target player gains a +2 token. Yeah, let's do that. So that's 1, 2, and a movement. I could spend my movement to make this, but I don't need to. I've got my 4 that I need. I think I am ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I could technically spend these 2. I don't have anything in my discard pile. All right, so I'm going to take on the final challenge here. Here is my 4 cubes that I need to spend. I've got all these I can spend. All of this I can spend. Let's see what we need here. +1 book per player and +1 book per player. So that's, here's 2 because I'm playing as 2, and here's 2. There's 2 there, so I don't even need to give up that one. And we have successfully reward your team wins the game. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a full solo playthrough of My Little Pony Adventures in Equestria, the deck building game. Yeah, I'm going to put my final thoughts into a separate video and release that soon. So if you're interested in my opinion on this deck building game, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you can be notified when new videos drop. Otherwise, once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.